My name is Lynne. I'm addicted to Northumberland. I've come to Camus beach and I was really hoping that we were going to get a glorious sunrise. Nah, no colour at all. Look at that, flipping awful, isn't it? Wonderfully calm here. There's barely a breath of wind. And it's warm. Well, mild. It's about 8 degrees, I think. And I've already got wet feet because I should have put my wellies on and I forgot. I had originally intended to shoot the waste pipe that's up here. It's an outfall pipe and it's an expression I never thought would leave my lips. An outfall pipe that looks quite attractive. But then I spotted these little groins. Where are we? Here we go. And they look quite sweet. Unfortunately, the sun colour is coming up here. And the outfall pipe would actually have worked. And I might go back up there in a little while because we've got some nice moody clouds. And that might work quite well with that. These are pointing in completely the wrong direction for the colour, but I wanted it at an angle. And down here, there we go. See, I'm getting better at putting my hand in the right place. Down here we've got a little stone. And another little stone there. And then it's really simple. The gorgeous reflections on the water. I have got in a reverse grad, a I think it's a 0.6 soft grad, which I've pulled all the way down to slow the exposure a little bit. Santa was good to me and bought me a 6-stop, but I haven't got that out because I think that's going to be a little bit too long. I'm shooting at ISO 100 and f14 and currently getting about 6 seconds. Give me 2 ticks, I'll see if I can show you what I've got. So there you go. Now it kind of looks, again, a little bit blown out on the back of the phone, but that is... Oh, look at that. How glorious is that? So yeah, I've got the little stone coming in here. And the groins, loads of colour, and that band of cloud is just starting to light up. It is absolutely fabulous to come to one spot and have several compositions available. And these groins, the sun has now sort of, the most of the colour has gone. And we're starting, you can just see the sun peeking its head up there. So now I've turned my composition around because we're going to get some lovely light on these groins. And with the tide coming in, I'm trying to time it so that I'm catching the water rushing back and this white foam is leaving lovely streaks. And the groins are just starting to, they're just starting to glow in the sun. Sorry, I'm a little bit giddy. Northumberland's having this weird effect on me. Well, the sea is really, really calm. I've still got a little bit of colour up there. I've still got exactly the same filters on. I'm just taking a step back. I don't know why I'm taking a step backwards. And here we go. Let's just trigger this. You can see the water's receding back. There's a little wave coming in. I'm on 6 seconds. And that's what we've got. Now, because the ambient light is increasing all the time, I'm dropping my f-stop, sorry, not my f-stop, my seconds down, my exposure down. I don't think I've woken up yet. I'm now on 4 seconds at f14. The water has just come in. So I'm going to trigger it now, and it's catching the white froth going backwards and making some beautiful streaks, and still just a little bit of hint of colour in the sky. And the water looks like oil. It's fabulous. The morning light. As I said before, it's taken me years and years to figure out good light. And this is just the best. And I've got really wet feet. Note to self, put your bloody wellies on, woman. Ah, yes, like that a lot. So I'm going to pack up and disappear down to, I'm going to go and have a go at the pipe, I think, because I could just spend all day here on this little bit, but it'd get really boring. Will you join me? Sat on top of this pipe in a very dodgy position. I was hoping to be able to get up a little bit higher, but I can't find anywhere better to hold me tripod up. I'm going for a long exposure. I've got the 10 stop on. We've got out in the distance the wind turbines, and then it's simply the pipe leading you out, and when the sun has come out, we've actually got some quite nice light reflecting off it, bringing out all the textures of all these barnacles that are absolutely smothering it. And that's how the tripod is placed. And I was guessing at that exposure, and oops, daisy, let's see if we can show you. And it's really difficult because the light's in quite obviously the wrong place. But yeah, slightly off centre. I just need to tweak the composition on that one. The things we do for photography. So I got a little bit braver and I've come a bit further down the pipe bag. I'm getting a wet bum now because of my wet feet. And the tide is quite well out, so I've just abandoned my bag back there. It's quite safe. There's no danger of the tide getting anywhere near it. And I'm just in the middle of doing a long exposure. It's the same composition, I'm just a little bit further down. And I've now put my tripod on the edge of these support blocks to try and get a bit more height. So, that's more like it. The sky isn't the prettiest of skies. We've got fairly thick, heavy cloud and black, goopy stuff with a little band of clear coming through. But it actually translates quite well into an image. And I would show you, but I'm not going to be able to stand up that high. I've only got little legs, and I'm sort of at my limit. I think I might pop the polarizer on, because I think there's a bit of colour to be had there. And this pipeline is some 1,200 feet long, apparently. You can see the end. I'd love to, I should know, if I go and put my waders on, I'll end up getting swept out to sea. The sea has a really strange effect on you. when you're stood there and it's swirling around your feet, it sort of disorientates you, or it does me. I feel very strange. But it's fabulous, this. I could do with a little bit more sunlight just to really lift the image. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. So I'm just going to pop the polarizer on and see if that has any effect whatsoever. Well, I have no idea if you can see me because I'm staring straight into the sun here. I've changed my composition very slightly. It's still in portrait format, but I've raised the camera up because we've got some beautiful blue sky and white fluffy clouds. And sorry, I keep looking around just to keep a check on my bag and dogs and human beings. The sun is now coming out from behind the clouds and putting some beautiful light down the side of the pipe, which you can just see there. It's really hard to do this when you can't actually see what you're doing because the sun's so bright. As I say, if I just tilt you up, we've actually got some beautiful, beautiful clouds coming across there. Yes, don't you piddle on my bag. Oh dear. Yes, sorry, as I was saying, there was a dog just made a beeline for the bag and I could see it just about to cock its leg. Doing this particular composition, the pipe literally disappears out into infinity. As I say, expressions you never thought you'd say. An outfall pipe that's pretty. So anyway, this should take about 170 seconds, which is about now, I reckon. And then I'm going to tootle off and go find somewhere else. Don't know where I'm going for sunset. I am half tempted to come back here. With the clouds like this, it could light up quite nicely. But I do fancy somewhere else. Got a couple of places in mind. So I shall see you at the next location. Bye for now.